But luckily, I had my hair up in this ponytail, and so that cushioned my fall. Now, hairstyles aren't usually so important in life or death situations, but they can really come in handy in everyday life. Even if you have short hair, you never know when you might need to help someone, like a child or a friend who needs something done with their hair for a special event or just to get it out of the way. It's good when you're doing sports, when there's hot weather, to protect yourself from your hair getting caught and like yanked or anything. So today I'm going to teach you how to do a few basic hairstyles. Just be a couple braids like the French braid, the French rope, and then I'll show you some hairstyles you can create with those basic braids. So, here's some cool things you can do with braids. The first braid I'm going to teach you is a braid that I learned when I was little from the Klutz Hair Book, which is a great book. I highly recommend it. So the basic braid, all you have to do is, if you have long hair, helps if you have a brush. So you brush your hair and you divide it into 3 sections, like they show you. And you take the one section, you start on any side, and you put it into the middle. Then you change your hand position, take the other one on the other side and put it into what's now the middle. You just take one from the side, put it in the middle, other side, put it in the middle, and you keep going, and that's how you braid your hair. So the next one I'll show you is a French braid. Now it's a little bit harder to demonstrate, but it's the same basic concept. You divide your hair into 3, and you start at the top of your head, but when you go, you add hair each time. So first you do just the basic crossover into the middle. Then the next time you add a little from the side into that piece you're about to cross over. And then you cross it over, and then the next side you add a little to that piece. And so you keep adding as you go, and that's how you make a French braid. And that's got some more illustrations of pieces as you add and cross over. Now that's something that you can do with a French braid. It's a slight variation. Instead of crossing your hair over, you cross it underneath. And it comes out, it's more on top of your hair instead of woven in, and it stands out more. And then this is called a rope. Now, it's really cool. You can't do it, people think you can just twist your hair and it'll look like a rope, but it always ends up coming undone. There's a special way you have to do it, and I'll show you. So you brush your hair, and you divide it into 3 sections again. And the trick to doing this is you have to twist your hair in the opposite direction you cross it over. So you twist it all the way to the right, and then you cross it to the left. And you take the next one, twist it to the right, and cross it all the way over to the left. And you keep doing that, and you get a rope, and then it will actually stay that way.
Cool.
It'll take a while, so I won't labor, but that's how you do it. Now, if you want to do a French rope, it's the same concept as the French braid. You just add a little each time and then keep crossing over. Except for this one, you go all the way to the left instead of the middle. You have to make sure to twist it tight each time. So these are more illustrations. These are all from the Klutz Hair Book I have. That's how I learned how to do everything. So this is another thing you can do with a braid. You don't even have to French braid. A French braid is too hard. This is something easy you can do. You just do one little braid, and then you take another piece and add it. And it's not quite a French braid, but it gives the appearance of a French braid. You just keep going down as a fancy, elegant hairstyle you can do. This is another braid technique that's not quite French braiding, but still looks pretty. It's very similar to the other one, except that there's only 3 parts of hair that you have to do. The top section is one braid. You braid a little bit down, and then you take 2 more pieces, and then just continue with the braid as it is, and it drapes down really nice. And this is something you do with a French rope. You can do it all the way around your head like a crown. And that's another rope hairstyle where you just do it along the side. It's good for keeping bangs out of your face. You put it in a little ponytail. And these are my resources that I used. This is a really nice website. It's called Babes in Hairland, and they give you hair tutorials. And another website I like, this is actually a YouTube channel, it's called Cute Girls Hairstyles. So if you look that up on YouTube, then they have lots of tutorials for different hairstyles using these basic braids, and then I teach you some other ones as well. And so that's all, and these are the websites if you'd like to look up more information.
Are you gonna be a hairstylist?
No, I just like braiding my hair, doing pretty stuff.
Can you do what like those difficult things, like the all the way around the Dutch one?
What about it?
Can you do the really difficult
I
ones?
have done it.
Like,
I actually did it slightly different. I didn't take all my hair in one. I did like this section and braided it all the way around. And then there was still some hair left, so I went around again. And so it had like 3 layers. It looks really cool. It's not that hard. After you get like the basic French braid, then you can just start doing other stuff with it.
how long everyone can first?
Anything else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you find it hard to do it on yourself? Because I know a lot of people who can do like all those crazy things on themselves without even like looking at a mirror or anything. Do you find
Yeah,
it
it's
hard?
actually kind of sometimes easier for me to do it on myself because I never had anyone to do it on. I learned on myself, and so that's pretty much all I've ever done.
Yeah, no, I can't do that.
But see, the good thing about this book is like, for the French braiding, what really helped me is it told you like where to put the hair in your hand, like when to switch to this hand and put it in between these fingers, and so that helps a lot because that's one of the hard things is like holding all these pieces of hair at the same time. And teaches you 2 different ways, like how to do it on yourself and then how to do it on someone else.
Yeah, I do that.
Any other questions? Thank you so much, Emmaline. Good job.